I was removed from my friends and my family. I was very much alone. I was in such a foreign environment, and I learned how to thrive despite that.
Without these opportunities to learn beyond the institution, the connection is not made. I really do believe in experiential learning in all its facets. And really this program provided me really the opportunity to get my foot into the door and then surround myself with people who are in this space that could support my journey.
Experiential learning gives you experience in terms of resume building, as well as actual on-field, on-site training in different fields and at different companies.
I did speak to a lot of people who had also seen the alert job posting. They're like, I saw that, but it just seems so out there. Like, no, thank you. And I'm like, it is out there. I want to do it so badly. Getting to alert is an adventure in and of itself. You show up at 2 a.m. at a military station in Trenton, hop on a military cargo plane that takes you at the very northernmost tip of Ellesmere Island. My first term, I was there in the winter, and I got about a month of daylight before the sun set for good in mid-October, and it was just complete darkness for a little over 2 months. And then I returned to the Arctic for my last work term. I showed up in early May, I left in early September, and the sun didn't set once. And I just had so much fun. I got to have all these experiences that I never even imagined. The Global Atmosphere Watch Observatory, or the GA Lab, as we call it, it's quite small. It's located 6 kilometers off station. 3 days a week we would drive out there and we would collect samples, work with the equipment, collect data. The station is normally operated by 2 scientists or technicians, and because of COVID restrictions, no one was able to come up to replace her, so for a period of 5 weeks, I independently operated the station. I've been able to finance my education so much more comfortably because each work term will pay for the subsequent school term.
I was a transfer student here at the University of Guelph. I attended a talk by Angela Davis, and from there, at that moment, I decided that Guelph was the university I wanted to be at. I started as a student not knowing anyone or anything about the campus. I reached out to the Culture Diversity Office, and that led me to learning about some of the other programs that were available to students on campus, and one of those programs was the Catalyst program. My group, we participated in a food kitchen. And so our group really focused on learning about the efforts around poverty, food insecurity, and racism within Mississippi. The trip took place during Black History Month, which was very important for me and significant for me. It really highlighted the work that the civil rights movement has brought to society, but also for me, it really grounded me in who I was. And at that moment, and some of the activities that we did on that trip allowed me to really set my feet on the soil that my ancestors worked. And that was life-changing for me. I was able to connect with professionals in this space, which at the time supported the program, but it also supported me in my career path once I graduated. And I think pieces of experiential learning allow an opportunity for students to engage with their community beyond the academic sphere. And for me, that became pivotal really in shaping the program and the experience for students, but also shaping my life.
I chose Nanoscience at the University of Guelph because it seemed like the major benefit is that it's very multidisciplinary. It looks at things from a bunch of different perspectives. Experiential learning to me is the ability to get real-world perspective into what it's actually like in a job application and get an idea of like beyond the theoretical stuff that you're seeing in your courses and being able to build your resume throughout your undergraduate career. My first position was at the Bioproducts Discovery and Development Center, which is actually on the University of Guelph campus. Our work was with plastics, really looking at developing plastics with reduced petroleum dependence. The second co-op placement that I got at the University of Guelph was at Precision Nanosystems, based out in Vancouver, who do a lot of work with vaccine development as well as cancer therapy. We were developing a new delivery technique with these nanoparticles that's currently being patented, so I'm very excited about that.
Experiential learning is an incredible opportunity for students to get some hands-on experience in either the field of their studies or anything that's of interest to them. It's really a great opportunity for career exploration, career confirmation, and for students to find themselves and to connect with the community here at Guelph. We have both curricular and co-curricular, so sometimes students are able to get an academic credit for their experiential learning. We have all types of paid experiences, unpaid experiences, community involvement, work with employers. We know from our students, it's helped them to build their networks, skills, knowledge, attitudes, find passion, discover strengths they didn't know they had.
I learned a lot about how to be brave and how to push myself so completely outside my comfort zone.
When I first got into nanoscience, even just starting, I wasn't super sure what I wanted to do. Experiential learning has helped me refine what I'm interested in and figure out my research passions.
If you have the opportunity and the means to engage in a program like experiential learning, I would say do it. What it does is allows us or individuals to make sense of themselves and the work that they do and how they can contribute to their community.